If we not for hopefully radio no asigusu with you. I said you could say there be a no financial peace education. And near Patrik Barfi. And then soon ya dom or sounding nana ache beam. And necessary the nana near a different cry. Was say your asset make you proud, but cash flow set you free. And no ye baby sian what dear a queen befasoa. You been your cash flow and asset you free. And no ye be. Timami try mo na mkofa na namra na mfa adisiano emre. Yo na namba cho so temi kandie.
Eton ka bro.
Yede nyame ase. So temi kandie na bibia tutum kama nti meja ama na de ne o prepare ne so odi amaye.
Yo. Etifo it's your BIB your boy Patrik Barfi. Hope for Life Radio and awuti. Senese bia see no Sunday bia wo ha enumre ye kan finances asem no eno mu na yesa wo no na ye bibia be ka ho asem asset. Say your asset make you proud, but your cash flow sets you free. You be 7 principles bia a bit me aboy wo sa niam awe. Say see be honest pa na and be honest pa by yourself. Are you working for life? And I say we're working to feed the things that are quietly taking away your freedom. And say, see if you in be bri honoma, ye nyini, and as the same party, who and senka asset de maybe me na me obi e ka bibi wo sa asem we hu bi sans na say de bia wo ka about asset yento asset. Excuse me, yento asset ni ade. Na eda na fide na de ase wo change you and na me say me change man no. Se wo tie me ya obo say de e ka na no na e ka. Je say asset no you won bebre. Enti no se ehwe a ye won niam bia asset bi wo hono ma yeto by my freedom. Rare asset I will say my freedom. Enti no niam a wo to na say asset na wo to na ye bibia e ma freedom and I say wo to niam just say as wo chisi asset keke. You know, beautiful house, new car, luxury wardrobes. Yeah, if I say yeah, wardrobe we watches watches be on my toy asset. Rolex watches this animal ni boy asset e bi okra na what here time I also crash up so ton kra na e bia na so. But all these things now to ton sa animal ni na e bibia emma wo the cash flow bre wana. Nti na say be focus more on cash flow because in be bre on fi so to asset na we because you say on to asset into asset no you know asset be on my look rich but a more steady cash flow the name says steady cash flow it be more rich. So most of us we share the near my to asset na to na and my look just rich said me kind of luxury cars, you know, home that to fee but sa near money na no the moment I we scare through pocket just careful who dear and yet cash flow nemum a asset be a drain. I don't find you what it means. Some people own many things, you know, yet live like it's like under pressure because they might be bring out now. A woman say a asset by my responsibilities. You must be on so live just normal life. But if you asset now more tona, that asset no a mom very which is a mom peace. A dear tinetisa, the intentisa say ye need idea ni akusi say asset dear yes, some asset be build equity, which is fine. But at the moment, no, a dear sa asset no a de bro a tuame. And I say a DBB bro, which is the cash flow. You see, those things now run fast. Now, yes, I like you. They've been intentional about buying a particular asset that will bring them cash flow. And maybe me say na forbidden common about the same thing. Now you can, cash flows. Now we'll switch it from asset here to afraid then after the cash flow abem. You never found to who say, oh, lies who are fat who say, oh, asset be brave, be our dining in me and sacra. But it's those things, no. At this point in your life, no, say, would you juma and as BBC where juma? Sanya man, be feed you, and how long they bet me feed you and sana, a be a wakwa hunchrim. Let's be honest, you move be brave on ma, you will fear. You will be crana if you say asset ayato you was where ye. But at this present time, and had ye feed because you move be on you will fear crazy. If I see you crew me, you down where Ghana near day. Sad diner. Was a sian, a side tree free, one day because it was you become an them, or see a tree become utilities, maybe be a nano, you tria. It is safe assets, no, it's not paying you are paying that asset to maintain it. Ne kobasa ade a na nya ade papa. Ai say fear your team de fine. The ya team the I say well already have rented die. But apart from that, a dear beam na was so a bro bibi. A dear beam na wo. You see, assets a bit make you proud and saying me will dine me amato. And no train equity because in fact you know you free pocketing. See, asset will make you proud, but what makes you free? A cash flow. And so what berry seed deep beneath the sun. We say it making noise. Noise be a ma won't she after wabus start to say if sun a cash flow here. You see asset now it making noise. Am I loud? And an a dice here and an a car your friends a Range Rover and a day. Those things no and ya dear this cabro is free. The moment he free every crown what you. And so far as I will maintain it, I don't know if she's free on the day, and yet asset beam a cash flow. You see, freedom doesn't come from. So you see those things, it's come from cash flow. I will build in a silently. Yeah, and I just see about this year. And then I'm who the difference between cash flow assets and name asset and asset draining asset. So person D and that's person when you to 2 year person you go faster. Men chase asset said the na chase any senior to say the asset the na chase no. Name chase cash flow. Because I'm doing the same thing until me who say a car asset no koto asset no. And then come until say headroom maybe na me wo asset ba ku me no bi na so no sika free me ho no. Just name make sense cry say me wo sa na no. Enti na ma me nye free. But say ma wo nye free a na say won de wo. Enti ehwe ni ma 7 na betimi aboy. One cash flow matters more than asset. Say the can now. You see now you nyine no I say a bibia na de ato yakoma so anaso bia say wonim say at least and die there anaso wonya asset bia yemfa ho say be risk na em risk once say asset there and one no but am I in free nemum kra no especially wo bia ye woni ade a wo sa to kra na wo sa de kan ade na eto no dia in mortgage no ntua ye be fa akọ enti na fi step into the real world na fi ye koto asset ni hu say say enye sa. You see, asset automatically no doesn't bring you freedom. But I'm a burden. I hold him back. You see, maybe a train Michelle, Madame Fubi, with the Jay-Z. Sometime now, Fina, me di me table boss or finance, me na me some percent me demand to you, Fina meeting Yamasi. Now, I'm so you'll be a and the 20 years when it comes to SARS, a sameness animal, Yamanina. Na me who na chinti didn't call na maybe say na niam at to say because most as a niam ekoso me hwenia I catch him say I'm rich on paper but poor in pocket miss that's why I get him because I know say one or two niam bia che say ekoso na it won't church him or catch him say asset is what you own cash flow what keeps you alive. When some dreams I don't chair, sana chikra and sana me better sass na say. It will bet me a will fee 500k. But every month be a will pay interest, taxes, maintenance, utilities. Everything flows out. Everything flows out. Whilst nothing flows in, self, you know, a mouth freedom. Rather than a traps be a endless. The be a shame. The be a saddening. For example, cry, said the mechanic. Ye jet too giddy. Was situation a woman be a baby we are. A dear the quay, he didn't now could share a car. While she abum grana ni be our hope. It found, said the mechanic. A example says a CM way. As a banner, say the business is be keep me afloat. Because you're tea and you see, I said, dear, what try ye. By dear, I was a CA. I would see me a dear a bit me keep afloat, so will you sue jabba. A dear and a bit me mousika. It number 2, you should say, better distinguish it. Rare asset, a free draining asset. You see, a BBB sound very simple, very, very simple. But yet, among Kofu people are very confused. Millions of people are very confused. A ma say a T asset in it, money probably bring a year to through our entire life. I bring any freedom. Be because a T asset in check is in his T and one see a two asset. Okay, me who Michelle man be an aid in common about the same issue situation. You know, no, a house or 3 houses. Or 3 houses. By no chill. I'm now 3 houses for being rented and and yes, sir, and yes, simple, sir. You see, say one share your assets, no, you'll be a debt manager. You are just managing debt. Because rare asset put money into your pocket. Draining asset takes money out of your pocket. You see, we run my top house in here because say we need a house, but because we want to prove something. Because owning a house, no, you say, see, I would like to see a symbol of success. But the maintenance cost, interest, taxes, we say way down. I feel now I realize that they be. Yantofi, the moment your responsibilities. You see, what you don't pay. And I said, what doesn't pay you? A house that doesn't pay you, no. It means that you might be the one paying to keep it. So let me make an example about if you are or Ghana. Near dinner. You move a brave fear. Hey, and I do a humachi could to be a baba bed that was here for bra, sister. One physical ma toilet in the bugumu. A sad disturbed sleep at the same time, so I could cheer some maintaining self here. You see, I said, true, it can appreciate. You see, by your quality of life, a bit may decline. And I say decline if you don't have cash flow. It's sustainable. Inti I am a good say a bit me a say be kwakoji asset. But is that asset? Is it putting money on us? Is it bringing us cash flow? BBB also bisa. Yes, it is asset and I was here kwaji asset nisa. Yeah, number 3, look rich or live rich. You won't be one man. Wait, whereby you follow the Joneses. You dream now and say, you'll be any baby. You try be rich before say, look rich before say be rich. But I shouldn't be bria. Only miyama. You see, ownership, baby, ya kama. You can't explain it. It's your TNI, it's own something. Own something is saying, So if you are owning something, it's not bringing you cash flow. Any one when you cry because MC Hoka, a battery through baby, a battery be a free home. It will be Bruhonomat said they make a symbol of status. Me or diamond, me or diamonds, and so be technically no, net training me free no. Why? Because in your to be, when him send in any situation, sit here, the neighbor be to be, when him send in neighbor situation, sit here, and one say, or T and say ownership, buy asset into no so buy. Is that asset bringing you anything? And your BBB bring you cash flow. The cash maybe a trim Sabishia, guy be a really deep cobble. If any suit, that is about $5,000 shoes. Suit. Na ye didn't come in there, Cassania day, no catcher and professor. Joe have arrived. Me will wait, me will wait, me will wait, me will wait. Me will die wait, me will wait, me will wait. After ye didn't come on one, and if I need to be quick, I mean, son, and me what you're doing. No, Chim say. I feel the worker saying all the things are same working ni na ada kaso. Eti no na ekum ono kra na etria mo enye bibi e brain cash flow. Now you see that's the symbol the na use. Ya fasad na dey ho so. Eti no o look rich rather than being rich. Because in IPC look good, right? But it comes with a price. Rather than we have to be rich before you look rich. That's the only way between abwa. Fourth one, river of freedom. See, you're funny saying so way. So when your cash flow, be amount da be a cost. And maybe na maybe say, when the person yes cash see if you could cruise kabum at the amount and I say, be an kakra all the time throughout in life. Nah, be rich throughout your entire life. But the big one, yeah, we just kabum see. And I was surprised. I'm physically because me just can't crab boom. But there was a silence for a while. Why? Because I've said the rich is there. But send up a penny see and that's all throughout. You see, in your son was here. In so you be a tiny time be a blocking a sea and influence could be. Cash flow bema of freedom all the time. That seems you air by the beer. Bow blocking a semaba. We need that freedom. We need that cash flow to move on. Why? I didn't know. You be pre yet ownership, yet talk ownership by my son because of your understanding. But when soon at Taha, the be a set Taha no, and yeshi, but the flu with him say call. Son was say a brabo when it comes to buying asset, I was saying. And you see a two BBB, and I say, you might BBB and a Taho sa. Because BB and which now sa, either say you and I say a costu, BB and you're intimate now sa. Yeah, say everything moves. It will be nature house either say una wood here to maintain the thing. Say it's not paying you sanity. Number 5, Microphobia Michelle, if it's transformation of story. Microphobia Michelle, some person will retire, some baby omu piano, omo try some follow. They can say they are living right. Omo ye juma kama, omo try some save kakra. By every year piano, omo fee. Omo cars come on yard. By every year, Biano Moncoso Mus and sit here. I didn't know Yama waits to be as any year because ye Juma, yes, ye Juma, ye Juma, you know, ye new beer, you be an abisa, ye right, making sure you file a taxes, ye be a sky Jesuno, and ye be a very okay. Income wasn't very high, but stable. It didn't every year be a Yehuso. The be journey, Janase, ye kofum, rather than near kofum. To me, I'm Mr. System be some question about cash flow and cash out. I'm say the end of the cash flow. Scare about on send it here, Nisika call a through on so I call. In TFNS is a free hawkon. A so change the hair bow. Say so change the about what they are, that freedom no be that. You see, freedom doesn't come from doing more. It comes from letting cash flow work for you. Even though you be right, omo to omo fee kama, omo car, but scare ba omo hono. Any dear quote free or carbon 10, esundodo. Until at the end of the year, no, they are bringing in 100,000. They don't see that 100,000. Set 1,000 cry they are told. Are they? Name almost cry no almost say de kakakra because sikana eba omuhunusa. Eti, we just did a little bit. Nyamba be a church so win and beating ya beating aboa mo. Within a short time, I'm friend no catch him say, wow, and nyamba timi a change pa there because some of your margin started some of the back cash flow so nyamba be a changing. But church if cash flow be beating ya be and be so hard, sir. Into every cash flow, 4 types of asset a bit create sustainable cash flow am I. One, real estate, which in name real estate. And yet the ultimuno, and yet the ultimuno, and yet the ultimuno. Saving the ultimuno crana, we bet me to be rented. Very and found this in city. You see, any moment, a cash flow near a first started drain near market CB. And yet near market CSR. Second credit me bow. When you are not being there all the time. Saving 1 hour crown, I'll be using a credit me about home when you see my time in here. It bit me a small rental property be. So who did the year bit me at top the so bit me renting more money, that is fine. But I'm found this in the city, and I say it could even be your basement. So far as one basement so to die no check it, they be a room go back and forth every month be brown. Cash flow be about. Show a brother say pa na bibi say sa na wo kwan mu a otimi enya bibi sa wo. Number 2 ye dividend from stable companies. Your friends say Ghana ne Africa ne ade no. Dividend might not be, but at the same time like only obi fufuro bi ye adwuma bi a on spend too much e wo ha nipa ne ba e bia wo ye adwuma wo bank wo ye adwuma wo ba bi ba wo obi a bia wo ne ye farmer at least mummy no more years can be about we don't spend that much time on here the more abruchini idea if I say those things no more dividend bibia ubetimi to stock ubetimi to Walmart stock ubetimi to Home Depot ubetimi stable company na ubetimi ato amount dividend and yet stocks need an amount dividend or to the stocks amount dividend when say at least what that company at the end of every 3 months 6 months or say 1 year and I say every month that dividend in between about. Like I said, we start with this and found say even $50, $20, I wouldn't say about. That's how I was starting on. Yeah, the next one, intellectual product. You see, these days very common, and I say very simple. So be a bit maybe bit me a true book, bit me a day, we made them a true home book. You say whom he has so be publisher, who be brit me at internet, no you BBR. Every day be will be to be and I say a whole year when I be crack brown she will be to me a video to tell me can be a phone a way to video way may chess and is here and quite will be to at all. Those things no true book will ye film will ye be will be to at all hammer for me at all and as a man for me a tree ashe. Maybe I will start the beginning, especially all your videos near idea and your beginning at the baby after a while will be to me a baby crack one. Now start table. See, the idea is cash flow, and you perceive in the drink. The next one is self-running business. You see, the moment said they make the moment a better business, no pay. If you say or say Amazon or say Home Depot or say no, then say a baby bibia and farm small by a DCK bro. Now won't spend it 12 hours every day or no, because we are talking of cash flow. You see, minimobia no ejuma. A quite better home and in a quite so bit me at mechanic store, mechanic shop, very small one, and yet it wasn't big beer. You see that mechanic shop no started say man is crack, very small one, then yet any beer or fanco form where you money a day or point juma or spending a little bit time or not try so the clients ever You see, it got to a point that small business was bringing him a lot. Man, it's me giant. Nejuma waye. Our best statistics we use, full time. I'm also in time among the family. Until when you start talking about these cash flow, stop thinking of big. Say, I don't know. Say, when you see about this company, will say, yeah, big and complex and sankwana timiya there be. Bibi bia say so kakra say ne sitie bia etimi di bibi ba wa kwa etimi di bibi brewa abra won't spend too much time. No, a cash flow business. A friend said dividend, a intellectual all those things, real estate, say them can say even in basement and now one room be room ultimately bro bibi abra won yehwe ansa na dey bro. Sa na e be starting no. Inti ehwe a kwan e be fa so because anytime you talk about this no people start asking, dear, na me quite no meet me afar, meet me as cash flow nibi. Dear, because you move be on my dream, a bro, send you will see to say American because the moment of company be company and I dream and say then also be Amazon. By here, Amazon or starting a to answer about draw. The moment of tea say Walmart, Mr. Your friend say Walmart, Walton, or starting a ticket and send a baby drew baby drew. And then send a cassia answer. By mum, send a CTB, bro, BB. I won't spend too much time at home and on the cash flow. No. So you're starting free number one. From zero to cash flow. Because in the broad my situation in the cash flow, be not say a quadruma cost spending 8 hours near Maiska. A bed yet me is sudden and found this in the city. Just make it a point. Just start say. Dream life mean as a dinner meeting. I am main any semi walk on 12 hours, any semi 8 hours, any semi say be a 1 hour crime spend it 2 hours, never bring me $50. You started from a month. What's not so dream who do you beat me? You fan say that's the first point I pay. $50 with $20 credit they started. A dear na me you sum holding me, but I say me you sum me time and why beating on $50 a month. And only the best start. So you'll be our stage in that. Yanko nim kakra. Say you started from just $100 to $200 a month. A dear make us a ukuchuba. Make us a juma Amazon after that. No, a started drinking. Never be a boss why real estate be dividend be book be a meet me at videos be a meet me. So many things. A dear na me starting kakra to say kind men yet say me cost starting in 5,000 because so be with 5,000 to see. Say any pan was start take it what say also you be starting now. Into your first one here from zero. Initially you be a dream so to say be $50. We will be on $50 that I was a situation now. You move to the next one, which is $300 to $300 a month. That's enough to create your friends a psychological momentum. Because we started with $100 to $300 a month. Abra unkot na ho enkoye adwuma masade ne ba. It started say change psychologically no. Both started changing your mind think na different. The next one. So you'll be a worse situation will be next one, which is 500 to 1,000. Cash flow. That stage, cash flow, it started to say a create practical impact. Because 500 to 1,000, a bit make your electricity bill, a bit make your my friend saying or gas, be a water, it be crana, say 1,000, it be crana, or part rent and I say mortgage, it be cry 200-300, it to your side now. This calculating a could to side, which frees you up. That's at that point, a making impact. Minimum be a when you start situation that point. No, to me take it time off anytime be or PBR because any some man qua damn because at least 1,000 be a eba. Bit me abu me treat and makakra. It's time of be all man. Do you day be what is a woman. What show her papa when you do man can call as was so called. But 500 to 1,000 cash flow be able every month. I'm not talking to say in so you trying to say net menya there be a day but constantly there be a cash flow say every month be a must set be up every month be able. Yes, Adam. Number 4, the next 4 stage, from 2,000 to 3,000. At that time, now you move because remember, I started from 50 or 20. You need fee, and near dream be assessed to buy a starting at me about 300, about 1,000. Now you quay. You see that time, like partial freedom. Why? Because 3,000 they be it be at this point, you must be blue honma, or more single and be sana. My credit me an entire friend is saying basic living expenses. And I said a block and a half. It at this point that's a partial freedom. You see, that is how you start. You see, say they make the BIA think of the big one and say best started from the small. Will be any started giddy ne could do baby drew or started so make cash flow say on spending time, on spending energy, not 3,000 started say but or started from somewhere, or started from $20, $5, $50, $100, and son will do that stage. Then that's best started still drinks are no who say him fun best started free. Dear meet me aye. Started drinking. Meet me dream out, meet me kadi ubenyama. But there are so many things I'm able to crash on. It is a more fear. Let's me basement the hawker. I media me pen privacy for no. And you want to know kasa with the open privacy out there for privacy. Yeah, can't more when you are beyond person almost settle life. You be drew point be a or more bit in your cash flow about one. It you will die. And I said be the what for renting. The start is what just add. The next stage, it be drew point be a freedom now pen on Sabeka because for a season. Ebi adapting bit me aboa na ho chiro bit me you afri nyama bi ma otimi akọ the next stage na me dey obi am ne try dey sometimes you got to do what you got to do because ho chiro wa enye sa stage na wo enti ehwe 2,000 to 3,000 partial freedom you mo bebre ho no mo ye single as we no 3,000 bi e best me aso no bi bia enti at that point no you say excuse me one kwa adwuma kra na. So far as that cash flow ni flow ni there, bet me now how much I not. The next stage is 5,000 to 10,000 monthly. That's true freedom. Stage where cash flow is, and yes, I cover your living expenses and come on. The moment was surplus all the time. You no longer worry about tomorrow. And also, it'll be because now, time send our pen. Yes, we say time on me pen is a bit me. I saw na me dream say. I say me quite answer. Some sorry mean sorry you say skip go my council. That is that stage. But once that TM free one now, $0 no, $20 no, $50 now. A bear has 50 per cocoa no withdraw. Just a little. You say you say lorry there. It's a tender crab strike. Tender strike crab and hit to us and we'll have more chances than that. In terms of cash flow, Ninja chasing asset. Yes, we chase the asset, we change the ownership. That ownership idea they bring you cash flow. I know you say them kind maybe you this uncle baby. You pass another day I see any asset and asset at the end of the day, bro. And here. But cash flow also very important because asset be below my responsibilities. By cash flow and funds in the city, you better you pay a day, see the city biano, egum. You see, when Buffett can say me, will say if you don't find a way to make money whilst you sleep, you will work on your entire life. You be crying now if you are retire now, that's what you're Juma. Therefore, the Juma sick, but we hear scripting now, we're Juma. It here started from baby. We say we bring well so be yenisa bibisa even $50 crowd. We see no say what dream what it me pa me 2 years pa no. Me need $50 say man kwa adwuma anase my me ni bibi it me bring me $50 abra me te wo kwa. So me can be crowd now make be 300,000 make be 200,000 make 100,000 50,000 but we need bibia I bet me bring $50 a month. So when you should not hold in, and that's when you should time. So what's that situation? I will see a statistic change. Now graduate from 0 and you be drew 10,000. You see, bro, will be your questions be at near 5 years.
Wow, Nana, Yami, insra pa enyumre, the other may ene, what's some dynamics in the cry? I mean, you can find advantage in a mixture and yan more money, Asian dear, many about a better. Or say about baby will be in your mission and Thompson, when you know baby will be in your mission, Mona, and Rita, Bruby, Ferguson, when you know baby will be your mission was my journey and you may. Financial peace education ɛne nua Patrik na ya Barfi de brɛ mu Sundays biara no ɛnɛ deɛ no wɔakyerɛkyerɛ nneɛma mu paa sɛdeɛ yɛadwene yɛyɛn no wɔadane nneɛma koraa ama yɛn ɔsɛ your asset make you proud but cash flow set you free nti yɛare sɛ yɛni abere ɛdan no wei ne yɛyɛ no obiara ni abere sɛ obɛnya asset no sɛdeɛ nana akyire mu no na kyerɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ hɔ koraa nneɛma no asesa ɛno na meka sɛ ɛnɛ dynamics no asesa koraa nti ɛbɛsi yɛhu a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛhu deɛ ɛbɛyɛ na meka wo sɛ waa wobɛtumi afrɛ ɛde wo question aba 571 278 6417 571 278 6417 wani di teachings ne so a wɔde ma yɛn a wobɛtumi afrɛ no personal na wone no adi nkɔmmɔ na ɛbɛboa bebree ɔno ara personal number sɛ wohwɛ wɔ social media platform no ebia so a sɛ ɛyɛ YouTube, Facebook, Twitter baabi a wohwɛ firi biara 703 981 1910 703 981 1910 wobɛtumi afrɛ yɛnua Patrik na ɔbɛboa ama nso so wanya nkyerɛkyerɛmu ɛwɔ nneɛma bi a wopɛ ho ɛnso wakyerɛ ma examples bebree a kyɛ sɛ visa ɛbɛboa yɛn yo nana yɛda ase yɛnkyɛ wo sɛ dɛ bɛyɛ a ɔsɔfo ɛmbɛ pushi yɛ nti ma memfa deɛ mewɔ wɔ ha no ɛmma wo na dedi kan ansa ma yɛn nana question edi kan sɛ asset a yɛka no ɛnɛ sɛ deɛ wokyerɛ mu no asa yɛ different thing obiara dwen sɛ yɛka asset deɛ a sɛ dan onya car onya saa nneɛma no na ɛno nso na obiara fight for but ɛnɛ nso dan na sɛ deɛ wɔsi akyerɛkyerɛ mu ne no asa ɛyɛ different koraa.
So
I'm saying no me too.
Say my TRC no. Sa na my TRC say asa we say na say wo bon ho modern. Wo talk.
Yes.
Wo talk dan wo bon ho modern. But say we need cash flow heading. So share asset na allowed. You see, we have to understand say your asset you your asset draining and your rare asset and asset a draining. Ebini efia e must be a team. Ebini fear e be a yakusi Ghana will be anti me fan rent ya ye. Those things na nyama a draining because you may be one more. No nim say or to asset quite as a responsibility no so or the apartment. Bibi buya no afre nearba. I feel koto dan a koto asset I feel koto asset I feel the escape free no crown. The chain there is it assets and you say a bad but at the end of the day bro. It's American say bibi kra bibi a room bi da kra betimi aye de bibi brewa a change dynamics no and I say wunya adwen no say you asset a draining wa ama say wo to bibi a be careful what dey make no because let's be honest you mo bibi han ma if you team sisia we have no business living in the house. Yes you mo bibi han ma oti be a 5-bedroom house. Ebi kra na nkra nyina kra from chaka na we yen quantity. Ati me chen. Eda hoka. In electricity so bi ti dem en fa ho. Gas obi ti dem en fa ho. O say tray on top of that. I mean what to kabeti me bi be small obi tray less. I bet me aboama bia the difference no kra tim dia bi fufuro. These are we start to say what sani mana see ma we start to say what change sani manina. Nti I am pa asem na can say in tie de ka asset de say ni city no ba also unya cash flow is important. Asset say de ka be ma why proud be ma for who differently ba na chukim ba wo cash flow bi ante enye dede sika ni empedede so every month be an nefa account what then na need kum ti focus on no more send so asset na bia no nya asset dream. Yeah,
wow nana it does pa one send ye amai nana the next question the rare okay the assets are obo din say eno ne enoma ebetimi ahwe no so uchirichiri the other person are asking say okay the assets now uchirichiri that's the investment it may increase in value over time now so okay real estate which is good now say what about stocks, bonds, and okay other currencies meaning say crypto and I say can there What about those things? And so a part of it, and
Yo, my main correct one. Man can't say I can asset increase in value equity. We are talking of cash flow. You will dividend stocks or dividend stocks and dividend stocks and say depend on the situation. Usually I need 3 months. Every 3 months be anti first 1 month see 1 month stocks a dividend stocks. Every 3 months be an be free. Why? For not doing anything, for just owning that dividend stocks now. That's what we are talking. We're talking about cash flow, whereby you're not spending too much time and I said much effort. You're trained for equity. You're trained to be every month to be a DCK bray. Hey, it's my main cancer correction answer. Yes, there was stocks. Stocks in one man. A dividend at the same time, so some amount of equity no also. If you want my amount dividend cry. Nediana say stock no cost ra, next we see cost. It's time so that's what $100. Ebia the following year, sa stock no akwa kudru bia 120. The following year bia akwa kudru 130. It's that time no ton a obenya 130. So to the mention.
Yes.
Any I will be one man that stocks no. Ebia cost. But every month bia no obenya bibi. Most people, the only yen says, when here says, no side account, not to BB. Let's come soon increase. But this a warm at Modi, a man be crying a sarcos kakra. It is only when you so answer. And Tian can't appreciation of Niama. And he said, Diana, what on a dream sense or a cost, but I can't the DBB bro. Cash flow. As is see, I'm quite juma. Me do, man, no. A year juma, and all the year.
Wow, that's Michelle. The other ones I say, you talk about intellectual products, no. One about be at say ultra books, writing of books, no. And you know where you know, but according to the now can say, I will say yeah, idea on spending like over time. Into something like example, I might say to say cooking, food cooking. So yeah, and that's why the center or spending time. No, I have pay customers and I say it will be delivered. No. In this case, those things, mama more example, no person difference between those two. Meaning the question make sense.
It makes sense, but I'm so misunderstand the whole thing.
Right.
You know, the thing is, and you say when you see time, when you see, and you say dividend, we this kind of kotoy, it's kind of so jumane kotoy, but I will spend it one time pay and a DA video, and a video no down. We spend it one time pay now the true book na book no down near to 10 bia. Until you spend time by every day bia na will spend the time I just say scan.
Yes.
What's wrong? Why your video says send me see Adrian? Menka, you see the difference. They say we are talking of cash flow, passive way. They won't spend it too much time or too much energy. Six caneba. Be being one spend the time and you'll be spending for the first next year. But then now we want to say, yeah, first video, yeah. Yeah, come back and say video will be say video we control. That's a month for shane my car.
That's it.
30 was 45 minutes you see any day. Maybe a double for years, and every year piano, every month piano, am I $5 crana?
Yes.
But after a while, no, that's kind of compounded. Hey, we so just have $5. Maybe as you find if you between your two baby, now then so invest amount. Sa neko. I'm not talking say nipa no kwako pay juma. Okwako ye aduane say me koto aduane obo hu dewuro no ho na different. Ye ka bibi bia ugina ho a wo ye aduane na wo kire na we we dey video ato ho maniska.
Wow. Okay. I mean, enter and not watch you two difference, anyhow, be you know. To say a good. Now the other ones say dividend from stable companies. When you say sana ochiche media, or see dividend from stable companies, and then so what are some of those companies, and how do we get that dividend from those stable companies?
I know you have to look into those. You have to study and find out. Dividend.
Number two, before Obade, or say nowadays other companies have been so bad, like any physical real estate, like building or but the be on more or almost discussion more. It's kind of a real estate. We need idea on that thing and so.
So Sunny when they be to say be individuals so me come together, see a 2 fee, or me say a be a 2 fee near see a tall a friend saying foreclosures near and also honum. Obi a bit me a Sunny when so Jumudi, who show track record, maybe be a year. Every be order that nowadays a horse animal. At the same time, so
I know any rest it angasa. Udu sikande kushim.
Omo ye, but say be a one I do a home the understand as now in so also. But officer almost uncle funny will be a timino juma a very simple. He will rates here, real estate investment company or stocks a war. I'll be to me use to and also and will be to me to shares other shares in the Bemas are your friend is saying. In the same way, the year juma unko use who are more than when you're so about to say they work to matter, Example, we didn't know say stable companies no. Walmart, by example, Walmart is very stable.
It's been there for a long time.
Yes, Home Depot. And the company, no, and yes, it is stable. And my dividend, my church members, any companies in my dividend. At the same time, crown S&P 500 so that portion, and also only dividend to you, hold my bit your amount. And a group of companies, no, and only I say if I say mutual fund, no. And only about competitor Walmart and Kwana Home Depot and I say Bisa and the group in there. Those things you have to research to find those things out.
Wow. Nana that's it. And where you see the also nana or that's an idea. Say also example about say be a ubu and if you could need to no basement to bit me the renti. Na say man adwena ba so say obet me ayebi. Gone if you say down the down number. Unyusu we ura ha. But the other question is say the uchim the income producing assets no okay say emema okay generate a steady cash flow no I know say rental properties and with the minimum there I say capital REITs
Rate
okay
and I make one seems to see
okay, and dividend payments. Okay, into Obisa say so. These are the only thing you bit my any cash flow in terms of income producing assets. Nana.
There be said no need rest it in the pattern. Rest it in the pattern yeah. Say be a wild small house be quite to me land. A bit to me to stores, commercial properties. There's so many ways I'll be to me. Rest it they say big. But the accessible to us, I be a bit me afford it be a small apartment, be able to condo, be a status of the rent and son would big no. You know, while basement be a they rent bibisa hey because me say you be broad my you need a koto more and I koto hey and I say binya crowd this is start free the small one. Until I no make example no. But so far as I rest it a big, you know, until so far as I rest it, I've bit me about that you need a part of it.
Okay. Well,
business. So what's in a business? I did about hard dream say, and I said, yeah, dream. Anytime you make business pet, yeah, dream pain. Now go see business crack head, be Macy's. No, you know, while we business as a matter of fact, so United States government, no. Or more encourage small business scratching, so because a backbone of the economy, you know, it's business and you be was say kakraka. So far as say a steady, unya sika also unya, no, a business, you know, or if Ghana or Africa, and you man dear see so a war ton, a business now operating. So, but you said your banks will operating to me operating here, but the moment yes, I if you say business, Kokona watching a business. So my dream pastor say sad now. We say be more nyama ya different, be more sikasema to be more sikasema change. But you be right you sad if you say business because if you say business yeah, and it just was say kwame business now will be in a business. Only the entity in so and you do things in a business.
Wow, Nana, that's a Nana, most of you know so acquiesce or see most of all this is more now a risk taking in that part of the world, you know. It's look like say any is through risk. And the second question is say the oka say at least so to minya uye bibia at least a bro be a 50,000 increase in neko. Initial stage ya na start ya de na bia scanner ba ne isa na say enye kese se de ye expect na nipa na ba no mobu no wejai nti ede na be ma na timi hu say oh so to aso ebe boa no ana say ade na koye kra te say last I was set example bi o ma video bi kra de to a nipa be 2 pe ene behwe wo say wo ma later say bo say nipa more akwa akohwe nti obi a wo sha say o try na enko ipe na bo magu hu ha sa cash flow na amanfo ka say oh oye YouTube oye say a ede cash flow be bro na etie
anti no jam be ojina na abrabol sanity. See, Rome wasn't built in a day, and they also tell us say to be a watching can be a odi usika. They can win yes capa and din wabonte. They could read in the story, ne shadi. Could read the story. We nipa 100 be a one pet, and I bet to say be a widie. You would jana de, and wash out and so about bedrusa. Nipa be promo started from the ground, and he didn't could draw. Or mamma resilience. And the man drew sir. Nipa bebree come stories. You know, my cry in him na in na be nim no cry me pe man. Despite in name said despite no ton niama will rain so. Oh, commercial abonten so. See, that was about 40 years ago, 30 years, 40 years ago. You know, nipa bebree nipa ebi mu no pa. As we be a wodru. And just want to niama on kon niama mu.
Break.
Yeah. Enti se wo de ukom ba akopɛ na wo se ba ko na ukɔ wa video no na nipa tu ahwɛ a enti meja ya ene sa ne be because abrabo ne de sa ne tie de akra se wo nia me bia pesa wo ton onafo ani omudi nkomo de bia 5 people ni omkrom nto bi da
me discourage you cry
we o man discourage you omkrom nto ade no krom nto abonti no fo ne beto ba continue se wo ya sister bi a me ne di nkomo a me interview no ma yi so o se o yeshito o New Jersey beginning ni kun start for ni kun so o mo ye ayi am say oba UN appointment ni bi say appointment bi nti oba na on ni kun ba eti ni kun na ja office for boni tie ko na djuma in the band to me so be yeshito because so ko to shito hwesa shito nya dem ya metime because mo gana metime bi and also ni kun be 60 min 60 days or more kai say na fi di kun so ke weti ase amana yeshito o start yeshito ni o si asori so because na say shito na de say aso mo de sre no hey was it easy o good so no ko che say ase wo de wo ton shito na de am yeah afia when jana ya tena mu amanfo start so mo to shito na omo de ko afidi ade na ikoso no asi afio ko wante be ko so kwa ko supplier oh uma bi kra ba wo so na the kwa sorry na de hwe o tim ho si no say o che na se nipa no hu no se nipa na sre na fo o se de nipa ntimi gire o ka se na dafo no
wow
to to onim nipa no o to shito no sa ne wani nyina no nyama bibiro hu ne sa na sahye no enye sa no hu no o fa no yes I know for especially if you wiase na ye chese ji se wakot wabotai akọ adwuma nko no na ye adwuma no nso kra na ente sa no de oche oton shito no freedom che wa tie azayi your friend say
at office
office no because they also tie ase ne say se unya 3,000 every month 3,000 say me adwuma ketua yetua me 3,000 me ye adwuma yetua me 3,000 na so bi su enya 1,000 every month but ne dey no stop out of the rest of your life then you or you way better than you
yes
but if you say you share the 3,000 na e ba se because stop here would adwuma no stop here ono so dey na se be ba de bia you see at the end no the end justify the means at the end dey na kusi ye intimi ya so pese wo ye sa na na enyefo obian kan se be yefo obian kan se be yemre de obeka sa hye no dada o me give me example I say last time I be ka wa ha sinipa mi nupe na hwɛ me video me yere kura no hwɛ video no masse na na hwɛ video kura na hwɛ video o ti ya betri no makipu saa na ema no bi o makipu videos bi o makipu mbese obi akora me pese edru ba bi a bi dia kase nipa 4 na hwɛ you know na mitimi nya nipa 10,000 mo mutimi hwɛ video no nti no sanity eti men nye wadwen say wodi tuma na aba no wodi kobisa krofo even if we abrofo fe kura na yeso mu sisi ni ade o ye ni na o nye o ma fa na easy o akoya we didi bibiri le ma se
wabre
oda o timi da adwuma mu sa 1 week still kra we enti na de bi o koso no enti wodi why what is okokoda ba ko na die na say yi friend say AI for no Africa electronics for the wachi dia the obebre because o try ba ko na dey pe o say che bas when you press up so ye be baso because wabamu it is na also fan so we ye most nyama be bro no ma enye se start ya na ye bebre na be che natural sana we say wo ye no na mafu na eko you know you try start to see file tax say it was the same you know nipa be 50 fubusa fi na basa fi kwa unya person stop you see untimi bi adan because wo ye na eko no na wo ye so na di pay ka ho yes we try so we dream between crofobia na eko you see sa anti men fan say be easy and the obi obekasa atebia no dada.
Wow, Nana, that's it. I'm saying you're bringing few minutes. You wanna all wrap up on mine.
Yo, Chief, said you can before say because tax time they drew it, you know. Wow, we already be so file what has a bit me up. Wow. The good thing about it, say, yeah, with the number one, yes, I do go through free financial education with us, free. You know, it will walk you through. And the mama may end drink say tax no. At this time, I file a tax on the be. At this time, Kadi was a come once a year 2027. A crime ben me first was saving me tax. A crime ben na meet me a taxa legally. It be a mean tree na me tree less. Sani can won't chain money in runs and what say me kogana me 10,000. They be what file we why ye jumane we. It is that time won't me more much be out me ubit me a boa crana. Question mark. But mum, what me ba. It's not near come once semansa. And son wakwa de wo so ye na san wa ye adwuma na e be chenyi nyama bebre em se sa de ne nya de wo ho ye twa ya mu bi wa ne man fa no se ye kwa adwuma ne back and forth sa mami kasa se bi na ti ase bi wo sa wiase wo especially what say United States of America wo pese build the world tax e ka ho untimi yin free a part of it. The reason why wo bebre no e tax e ka ho because what ye adwuma sa obi ye adwuma 100,000 when you tax legally. Obi so juma 80,000 we tria be 12,000 tax. It 2% build wealth account the fire part of life no. Net ase me kase ko huni bebre by obi obitimi achichu na akọ yama. Yo, tonight a topic no was you know, asset will make you proud, but cash flow dear untimi enjoy with it. Cash flow is maybe forever. Your cash flow will set you free. That's what we're all looking for. We're looking for freedom. So don't just buy assets that come with the cash flow. Example, say, with me force cash flow. They be told that say me tenem. We will die me no. Meeting their movie a cash flow neighbor. Yes, you focus and say you buy asset, but asset is it bringing us cash flow. Number one is the cash flow matters more than assets. But remember, most cash flows, most of them are assets. Now, number two, in this asset, you distinguish between draining asset. Asset are GA, it is a draining, any asset are real. You say real one, am I a cash flow? Draining one, no, if you are maintenance taxes, it's an be Yɛtua kaka, yɛtua wei, those things no. And he said rich versus you live rich and as you live your friend say you look rich. You be choose looking rich. You turn your mind loud, big house, big we, by her cash flow, very silent. And what's it about? The next one I will see who say it will river of freedom. It will say your cash flow they flow throughout. It maybe be a flow throughout. And you say bona block be about 50 do maybe we so men see gata no be na mra or see nya bibisa. My five transformation stories about conform person call retirement but my dream na say omo buy assets no near no kwa so attach cash flow this and if 4 assets a bit me aboy just for any just an be or your real estate dividends intellectual products and our self businesses and who other ones you started from zero to say when you free what you say they pay $50 a whole 30 days no I mean say you suma ho they use BBA beba e dey na meet man say they call 100 and between 100 and 300 they call 500,000 2,000 to 3,000 they call 5,000 to 10,000 what the next one graduate please in starting free 20 and now just 1 month here and then be first next my baby sir questions so any person let me I $50 out to me the ba abra when you should be bia tiana na can was make sure say you spend wisely, save intentionally and be generous. Tax season a drew tea person get in touch the bois near no finance or mortgage mortgage so next week a week today bro a week it's 2 p.m. Nurses yes AI career service for health professionals, nurses, doctors, CNAs, LPNs. And about 2 p.m. and next week and a week. Tibrabiti is saying na ejuma hoka. IT. Especially healthcare professionals no. Yana ayo se monka home party. Biti e kwan be fa so a obeti make people ejuma. And I say pursue change career so very simple. Bro, it is here. Next week 2 p.m.
Yes. Yedasi pa nyami inshallah. Ya chief winner for you Patrik Barfi and it's in Kano. Actually, was it tax time na drew. At this time here, obetimi aba. The number no screen is of 703-981-1910. Obetimi afreno. Now so abo. And I said watch him next week. It be a program next time the best society area. Was see you health professional joining. Now so be benefit from the AI career no. Yamisha so nya bre ebiti. Nana Yamisha eno bre. And he said next week nyame yadoma. You best I know Asia. Yamisha be bre. Bye. You were here for Saramika, Yinia Patrik Nania Barfi and the United in Kano, or the additional baby. Yamisha so nyabre ebe kan. Yamisha.